Have you ever stared out at the vast empty ocean and wondered what secrets lie beneath the waves? For most of us, it's a passing thought. But for some sailors, that curiosity turned into chilling reality. Tonight, we're rediving into one of the most baffling maritime mysteries ever recorded. The story of the ship crew who saw colossal, moving shadows in the deep. Our story begins on a calm night in the Indian Ocean. The year was 1906. The crew of the steamship Orion was on a routine voyage. The sea is flat and black as polished glass. The moon was a sliver, casting just enough light to see the endless expanse of water. Suddenly, the lookout spotted something strange. Not another ship, not a whale, but something bigger. He called the captain to the bridge. What they saw next would haunt them for the rest of their lives. Directly beneath their vessel, massive, dark shapes were moving. These weren't just shadows. They were entities swimming in a coordinated, almost intelligent pattern. The captain, a seasoned mariner named Captain O'Donovan, described them as gigantic, luminous wheels spinning slowly beneath the surface. He estimated their diameter to be hundreds, if not thousands, of feet across. Imagine the scene. You're on a steel ship, a pinnacle of human engineering, yet you feel completely insignificant. Below you, in the crushing dark, are things of an impossible scale, moving with a purpose you can't comprehend. The crew watched in stunned silence for over half an hour as these ghostly wheels of light spun and pulsed. They weren't aggressive, they weren't threatening, they just were. And then, as mysteriously as they appeared, they faded into the abyss, leaving behind nothing but the dark water and a crew of deeply shaken men. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's one weird story from over 100 years ago. But it's not an isolated incident. This phenomenon, often called the wheels of light or marini phosphorescens, has been reported by sailors for centuries. In 1880, the British vessel Vulture reported a similar sighting in the Persian Gulf. The crew saw huge, revolving wheels of pale light moving just below the surface. A few decades later, in 1947, a ship in the Strait of Malacca reported the same thing, with the addition of pulsing light from the center of these wheels. So what could possibly be causing this? Let's explore the science first. The most common explanation is bioluminescence. This is when living organisms, like plankton or bacteria, produce their own light. When a large school of fish or even seismic activity on the ocean floor disturbs a massive bloom of these organisms, it could theoretically create patterns of light. The spinning effect could be caused by complex ocean currents interacting with these blooms. It's a plausible theory, but does it fully explain the sheer scale and perfect geometry reported by witnesses? Witnesses consistently describe these shapes not as random glows, but as structured, almost mechanical-looking wheels. They report sharp, defined edges and a clear rotational movement. Some accounts even mention spokes of light radiating from a central hub. Can random currents and agitated plankton really create such a complex and organized display over and over again in different oceans? They caught us apart? It feels like a stretch. This leads us to the more unconventional theories. Could these be some kind of undiscovered marine life? A colossal, bioluminescent creature that lives in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean, only occasionally surfacing near ships. Think of it. An animal the size of a city block, with the ability to generate its own light in complex patterns. It's a terrifying and fascinating thought. The ocean is still largely unexplored. We know more about the surface of the moon than we do about the bottom of our own seas. Who's to say what giants might be lurking down there? Then there's the theory that's always whispered in conversations like this. Unidentified submerged objects, or the underwater equivalent of UFO. Proponents of this idea suggest that these aren't natural phenomena at all, but rather advanced craft of unknown origin moving beneath the waves. The intelligent patterns, the incredible speed reported in some cases, and the sheer size of the objects all seem to point towards something beyond our current understanding of technology. Are we witnessing the movements of another intelligence that shares our planet, hidden away in the one place we can taste, silly Luke? Let's go back to Captain O'Donovan and the crew of the Orion. When they made port, they filed an official report. They were professionals, not prone to fantasy. Their log entry is a stark, factual account of an event they could not explain. This wasn't a ghost story told over drinks. It was an official observation submitted by credible witnesses. And they weren't alone. Over the years, dozens of similar reports have been logged by naval vessels and commercial ships from around the world. One of the most compelling modern cases happened in the 1970s. A NATO naval exercise in the Atlantic was repeatedly disrupted by what their advanced sonar picked up as incredibly fast-moving underwater objects. These objects, dubbed Quakers by the sonar operators, could outrun and outmaneuver the fastest nuclear submarines of the time. They would appear, toy with the fleet, and then vanish at speeds that were considered technologically impossible. Were these the same phenomena reported as wheels of light, just perceived through a different set of senses, sound instead of sight? The mystery remains. Is it a stunningly complex display of natural bioluminescence? A giant unknown sea creature from the abyss? Or evidence of a hidden, technological presence in our oceans? Each explanation is as mind-boggling as the next. The one thing we know for sure is that seasoned sailors, people who know the ocean better than anyone, have seen something that defies easy explanation. They've looked down into the water and seen shadows move in ways they shouldn't. It's a powerful reminder that in our world of science and certainty, there are still deep, dark places that hold profound mysteries. The ocean keeps its secrets well. What do you think is causing these wheels of light? Is it science, nature, or something else entirely? Let me know your theories down in the comments. I read every single one. Thanks for diving into this mystery with me. If you enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the unknown. See you next time.